Hi guys, Shane here with Whelan cameras, and today I want to talk to you about Sony. The 6300, the grip is a little small, you can't quite get your fingers around there. Although both are very, very light, and this is great for being able to lift around all day, not great for handheld work. Now, things that I found really useful, considering the price points of both of these cameras, the fact that they can both do 4K was amazing. And now a lot of people will say, oh, well, do you really need 4K? First of all, you're future-proofing your work. What I shoot 4K for is actually completely different. And because I'm exporting everything in 1080, when I have 4,000 pixels at the bottom to work with, I have 4 times as much space to crop around, to add extra stabilization to my image. So with the 6300, that stabilization factor came in really handy. So I shot 4K, I was going around, handheld stuff, a small little stabilizer that I had on me, just a little hand rig. And for some of the shots that were a little more jittery, I just applied stabilization in post, and you can see how that footage really cleans up nice. And you're not losing pixels because you're taking 4,000, maybe cropping into about 3,000 to stabilize it, and then exporting it at 1080. The other thing that was really nice about 4K is that I was able to zoom in. So there's some shots where I was adding Ken Burns or just cropping in to get a closer scene. I found that to be a game changer with my video work, because now suddenly I don't have to get it perfect on the day. I have a little bit of breathing room, I have a little bit of room, a little bit of space to perfect my shot in post. Now the other thing that these cameras are really known for is their frame rates. So in both these situations I was shooting at 100 frames per second, which means that I could slow it down 4 times. So I did find that to be a lot of fun to play with. And you can see here where I was going out, we had the Munster match on, so all the water was red and all of these beautiful water droplets are coming up. And then I went around town, and then suddenly by speeding things up and slowing things down, you're able to dramatically change the pacing of your video. So if you're making promotional or marketing videos, or you want to make a little trailer for something that's coming out, speeding up and slowing down the time of your video will really affect how people see it. So really, both cameras do 100 frames per second. Both cameras do 4K. Both cameras are almost the same weight, almost the same size. So what is the main difference between these two? Why would you choose the 6500 over the 63? One is that grip, which although it might not seem like a huge amount, for prolonged video usage, this would get quite frustrating. And for me, I wouldn't be comfortable using this camera for half an hour, 2 hours. However, the main reason that you would want to jump to the 65 is that inbuilt stabilization that I mentioned earlier. With this one, you're really gonna have to use some kind of a shoulder rig or a handheld rig of some kind, or rely heavily on stabilization in post, which if you're not shooting 4K can affect the quality of your footage. It's probably worth going for that stabilization if that's something that you're looking to do, a little semi-pro work or pro work. So guys, there you go. That is the Sony A6300 and the 6500 comparison. Both great little cameras. I would probably go for the 65 if you're doing a little bit more pro work, or the 63 if you're just a consumer and you want to have a bit of fun and shoot some really slow-mo stuff. So there you go guys, thanks very much. We'll see you again soon.